Hello, Collective. How are you on this Saturday evening? I hope you're doing well. Please be aware that as I progress through this reading and we do more passes with the cards, the storylines often changes. So, what starts out as a read will and often does shift the more cards you lay out. It takes on a whole new perspective. It's kind of like, hearing a portion of a storyline and thinking you know it all, but the more details you find out about that storyline, it becomes more and more clear. So I want to put that out there just because it happened the other day, and I want to make sure I mention that. So it is Saturday, August 26th. It is 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we're going to do a check-in to see what's happening in the collective energies. What do we need to be aware of? We have the Four of Cups in the upright. Somebody's not really paying attention to an offer that's being made, or they're not really interested in it. They're thinking about it. They're kind of re-evaluating their choices, it looks like. Re-evaluating an offer that was made to them. Their challenge. They're the Knight of Swords. They're challenged by the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So they're unfocused. They're burnt out. It could be that they're a little restless. They may be contemplating doing something without regard to the consequences. In the subconscious, what they're thinking about is the Devil in the upright. So in their subconscious, they could have a contract with a lower vibrational entity. They could be suffering a lot of addictions. They might be very toxic and codependent. Could be a Capricorn. In the recent past, we have a Page of Swords in the upright. So in the recent past, somebody was curious, finding new ways of communicating mentally with mental energy. Could be newly telepathic. They could be searching for a different way to do things. Their intentions or expectations were to keep a cycle open, but they weren't able, or to close. They wanted to close out a cycle, but they weren't able to. So their cycle, it remains open, or they wanted to keep the cycle going, whatever they're in, whatever situation they got going on, they wanted to keep it going. It could be their intentions or their expectations. So they were wanting to take shortcuts for a personal closure, but which was to continue doing whatever it was that they've been doing. And in the near future, we have a celebration in the upright. In the near future, we got a group of people that's going to be celebrating, and they're going to be very happy in this community, this friendship, and in um, the lens they're looking through. So the lens they're looking through, they weren't able to get a completion, and the lens they're looking through is the Six of Swords in the reverse. So they're facing a personal transition. They're resistant to change. They have unfinished business, a lot of emotional baggage. In the environment, we got the Lovers in the upright, so they can see that there's a union coming together, and this could be what the celebration is all about. Whoever they're celebrating, these people, it looks like, were coming. They wanted to stop this celebration. They wanted to stop the lovers coming together. Hopes and fears. We got new beginnings and the hopes and fears. So it could be that they were hoping for a new beginning, or that the lovers are having a new beginning. They're very in it, they trust life, very open to opportunity and adventure. Yeah, it's very spontaneous. Everybody's optimistic. There's going to be lots of things to celebrate here. Look at that. Celebration, the lovers, new beginnings, innocence, optimism, adventure and opportunity, blind faith. And in the outcome spirit, what's the outcome? The outcome is that these ones, they've got the Seven of Pentacles and the reverse. So they lacked a long-term vision. They had very limited success or reward, and they worked without results. Very much distracted. So and in the outgoing energy, there is wealth, financial security, a family, long-term success. They're going to be contributing something to the community and to each other. Yeah, so whoever's reading this they lost, man. They weren't able to stop the celebration. They were not able to stop the two lovers coming together and experiencing their new beginning. The meanie's lost. And the lovers in this community, in this group, this collective, they win the wealth and the financial security. I'm so happy about that. Ten of Pentacles in the upright, my family. They see that. It permeates this whole, that's what this whole was about. Alrighty then, so we have a fella here who is contemplating something. He's reevaluating. He's kind of disconnected from what he's been doing, whatever he's made his purpose. He's being made an offer, and he's got 3 cups in front of him, and he doesn't really seem to be aware of any of it, or interested in any of it. He's not in his ego. He's not in his ego. He's challenged by somebody who is restless and unfocused. They're unpredictable, and they're behaving without regard to consequences. That's this man's challenge. Could be that he made a commitment to somebody, and he's being made an offer. He's like, no, here's your offer. But this guy's like, I don't really, he's not really interested in the offer. He's not able to be bought with this offer. And he's challenged because whoever's doing this is very restless, and they acting without disregard. They have it with a total disregard for consequences. They're saying they're asking for forgiveness, or they're having difficulties getting over the past, but they're very unpredictable. It's this devilish energy that could have him bound somehow, like in a contract. Yeah, there's a soul tie. There's a soul tie that he has with this devilish energy. It could be a family member. That he could have been born into a family situation that automatically assumed he would be under that generational contract. But he's not really interested in the offer. It could be that he wants to be forgiven. He wants forgiveness, and he's challenged because this person is expecting him to behave a certain way because of this soul tie, this familial soul tie. It could be that. So then in the recent past, he's got curiosity. He has a thirst for knowledge. He wants to communicate and do things in a new way. His mind is racing. He's like, he's young. He's ambitious. And he doesn't want to chase anymore. He doesn't want to be at somebody else's, at the end of somebody else's chain, getting jerked around. He wants a different life for himself. It could be that he doesn't receive closure, or that this devilish energy doesn't receive closure. It could be that this devilish energy was working this guy in order to keep their cycle open, in order to keep their positions of authority and dominance intact. And it could be that this restless energy and the desire to stop chasing around for this devilish energy brought about no closure. Or it could be that he wants personal closure, or he wants no closure. One or the other. He's going to receive closure, or he's not going to get closure. It probably no closure, because this is incompletion. There is no closure. Whatever they were doing is incomplete. But it's in the intention and expectation, so it's like they wanted it that way. Everybody's talking about it. In the near future, there's a celebration. There's a collective, a group of people who are celebrating. They were able to detach from this energy here. They were able to detach from this energy. And this energy here is really upset. The lens that they're looking through is like, oh, you know, nothing. There's unfinished business, no closure. They feel broken. They have a bunch of bad habits, or a bunch of habits that they can't. They didn't get the soul contract of the lovers. They couldn't stop the lovers coming together. Yeah! They didn't get the soul contract. They weren't able to stop it. They weren't able to insert themselves as a third party into this divine union. In the environment, the lovers are coming together. Everybody can see it. Everybody knows. It's time. And there's nothing that anybody can do about it. So there's some new beginnings coming on for these lovers in their community, their group, their team, their family. They're celebrating. The lovers are coming together. There's new beginnings. There's going to be a lot of opportunity, a lot of adventure. And they were able to detach from this whole energy. The lovers are coming together. It's time. So there's some indecision going on about this energies here. They're very indecisive about how to escape the reciprocity that they don't want to receive. They don't want to receive what they put out. And they're having a trouble coming up with an escape plan. They don't want to receive what they put out. They're dreading the reciprocity. They worked with limited success and reward. They had very little results. They didn't have a long-term vision. You know, they had a goal, but they may not have had a long-term vision. It could be that they are reminiscing. It could be that there were some secrets that were kept throughout this whole process, or it could be that they kept secrets, or that they have secrets and they want to reminisce. It's like there's couples here. So there's a young couple and an old couple. A young couple who kept secrets, and an old couple who is remembering these secrets. So this could be something, a pact They made as a young couple, they committed themselves to this devilish energy to bring down this divine kingdom marriage and family. And now they're old and they're thinking about it. They're thinking about these secrets that they made a pact with this devilish energy for. And they worked with limited reward and success. They could have had some monetary gain, throughout their life, but it's over now. Everybody is going to step into their destiny. So we have somebody who's not stuck in their ego, contemplating this connection that they got going on. They, it could be that they're having grief, they're in sorrow, but they don't want to be in sorrow. They're losing things. They're losing things. These offers are passing them by. They don't even see it. They're not even aware of them. They're being offered these things, but they're not even aware of it. They're losing opportunities or losing things. It says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, but it's in the reverse. So losing something, he's not appreciating losing something. He's having a bunch of grief about it. They did something without disregard for consequences. It could be that they're asking for forgiveness now. It could be that they're seeking forgiveness, or they want forgiveness. Maybe they're going to the priest and they're asking the priest, for confession or whatever. The wind blew these all around. Okay. See, he didn't get the abundance. They didn't get the abundance that they were coming after. This abundance says, I am a limitless being, but it was in the reverse. So it's like they don't feel abundance. They didn't get the abundance. It could be that they are not a limitless being. It could be that they have boundaries. They can only do so much. There's some fear here. They have a soul tie with this lower vibrational entity. It could be that that's a family member. It could be that it's a contract that the family line has been involved in for a number of generations, and this fellow just kind of got caught up in it. There's a lot of regret about this soul tie. They had some new ideas, and they're curious for a new way of living. They're restless, and they can't stop thinking about stuff. They don't want to do the chase anymore. They don't want to chase after And they don't want to do this. There's no balance. They don't have any balance. They're out of balance. So they were taking shortcuts. Everybody's talking about it, or there's a feminine who wants to talk to him, whatever it was, or whoever it is that he is having conversation about this. They were not able to bring closure to something. It's incomplete. They weren't able to close out their cycle, or their cycle is like never ending. There's no closure to their cycle. They're losing their health. They're in bad health. Um, they're worrying all the time. They don't understand that worrying doesn't change the outcome. They can't stop worrying. You and your collective was able to detach from all of this. So it's like this fellow who was working with this dark energy out of a familial contract that looks like a soul tie um, wasn't able to bring closure to their cycle, or they weren't able to bring a, they weren't able to stop you from entering into your celebration and detaching from them. They weren't able to stop you. They weren't able to keep you stuck in that cycle. They couldn't close you in that cycle. They couldn't capture you in that cycle. In the near future, you bust out of there. You're out of here with your celebrating with your friends, with your community. Yeah, your friends. And you are experiencing a lot of growth. You were able to detach from this energy, and now you're going to be experiencing a lot of growth. And it's really important. It's really important that you don't forget to practice gratitude in this, okay? It wasn't as simple as everybody may think, and you may get caught up in this beautiful celebration, but don't forget to practice gratitude, okay? This collective here is resistant to change. They feel that they have unfinished business, and they got a lot of emotional baggage that they're carrying around. They feel broken. They have a lot of habits. They weren't able to steal the soul contract. They weren't able to insert themselves as a third party at all into this collective that's going to be entering this new cycle together. They weren't able to come in as a third party into this collective. Okay, they lacked patience, and they were trying to stop things from changing. They were trying to stop things from changing, but they failed. Of course, they couldn't stop that. So They couldn't stop the change. This divine union is going to happen. The lovers will come together. It is time. And it is too late for them to do anything about it. No matter what they say, it is too late for them to do anything about it. You've gained your freedom. You and the souls connected to you and your divine partner, your future husband or wife, you've gained your freedom. You and your family, your community have gained your freedom from this dark energy here. And you've got some new beginnings coming in. There's lots of possibilities. Everybody's got lots of trust, and they're operating on faith, blind faith, you know? They're going on an adventure. They're receiving a lot of opportunity, and it will be pleasurable. These ones want to escape. You know, they're very indecisive. They don't know what to do. They're afraid of reciprocity. They know what they did here to try to prevent this, and they're afraid now because now it's going to bounce back. It's going to bounce back. Everything that they did to try to destroy this union is going to come back to them. They're not going to be successful. They're going to be experiencing quite the opposite. They didn't have a long-term vision, okay? It could be that they entered this contract as a young couple. this person here and this woman who's having conversation with. It looks like they entered a contract with lower vibrational entities when they were first together, and now they're reminiscing about it. They're like, what did we spend our life on? You know? What did we spend our life on? For what? They lacked empathy. They lacked empathy for you, for your community, for your family line, for your generational history, for your friends, for those that you care about. They lacked empathy for you and your future. And now they have to accept the blame for what they did. They have to take the blame for what they did. Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. You know, guys, I'm just going to make one more pass with this new deck that I just got today. Because it seems to me that it's pretty clear. But I want to use this deck. So central energy, we have the masculine, who is now, he's completely out of his ego. He doesn't appreciate loss. He doesn't want to, he's grieving his losses. He's anticipating something. He's like a live wire, like an arrow pulled back and ready to be launched into something big. He knows something big is about ready to happen. He's restless. He acted impulsively. Perhaps he wasn't focused and lacked direction. He had a complete disregard for consequences. Okay? He's seeking forgiveness now. He wasn't able to steal the abundance of this new cycle for these lovers coming together, this divine union, and he's in fear. Well, this is elegance and patience. So nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. So apparently, nature does not hurry. So whatever fear and stuff he's got going on here, he's going to have to work through it, and it's going to take time. He's going to have to learn how to be patient. He tried to take shortcuts. He made commitments to lower vibrational entities. He has a soul tie with this lower vibrational entity. He's in regret. He created his own destiny. It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves. So he knows that he created his own destiny. In the recent past, he's got some new ideas. He's got a thirst for knowledge. He's very curious about these new ways of communicating, this new way of being. He's thinking he'd like to bail on this soul tie, on this commitment to this lower vibrational entity. He's out of balance. He doesn't want to chase after this stuff anymore. He's not interested in material stuff anymore. Trumpet, gentian, power and healing. To get what you love, you first have to be patient with what you have. So yeah, he needs to learn how to be patient. Through patience, through becoming patient, there is a certain elegance that comes with that, a certain power. To learn how to be patient with what you have. Rather than trying to steal it from other people. It's a lesson that I guess is coming. They were seeking closure. They were having conversation with this woman, could be their wife or this long-term friend. They're worried. They're suffering bad health. They could be elderly. Victory and conquest. So it could be that they're suffering from that. They have been conquered. And they're going to have to learn how to master themselves now. They learned how to control others. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who masters himself is mightier still. So yeah, they have some lessons that they have to learn. They were able to control other people. They were very powerful. They were very good. They probably harmed a lot of people in the process of trying to stop this divine union. But this collective, this group, this soul and the souls connected to this person, these friends, this friend group, they were able to detach from all of this, and now their friendship is very strong, and they're experiencing growth now. They just have to remember to practice gratitude, not to forget what got them where they are. Love at first sight, proud spirit. Oh. When I saw you, I fell in love, and you smiled because you knew. Sounds to me like it's in the environment. Love is in the environment. He could already know her, and she could already know him. I don't know, but at any rate, this group here, they feel like they got some unfinished business. They're resistant to change. They feel broken. They got a lot of bad habits. They weren't able to stop this soul contract or steal the soul contract. They weren't able to insert themselves as a third party into this contract. They don't want things to change. They weren't able to change things. They're losing patience. They're realizing that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. There's these people are devoted, and they're dedicated to their dreams, the idea of their dreams and their future, and their dreams are going to be fulfilled, and they see it. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams, not in material things. So it's time for these lovers to come together. They have gained their freedom. So with grace and with sweetness, they will continue to pursue sweetness and light. What a beautiful thing. So there's new beginnings for everyone, it looks like. These lovers, this divine contract is coming through. It's going to be full of grace and sweetness. It's going to be pleasurable. It's going to be filled with opportunities. And it's going to be full of trust and optimism. And these ones here, they want to escape their predicament. They're very indecisive about what to do. They know that they're about to receive what they put out to this divine couple, to this divine union, to this whole collective, this family. They were not able to experience success in their endeavors. And now they're moving into, when you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. And so it's immersion and intuition. And so everybody's being immersed into their new cycle, and everybody is sensing intuitively what that is going to be. And some people want to escape it, you know? So these ones here, they had a lack of a long-term vision. They worked without results. They started when they were young. They made this contract with this lower vibrational entity, and now they're reminiscing. They're thinking about it. They're having conversations about it. They didn't act with empathy in regard this situation at all. They didn't care at all, and now they have to accept the blame, or maybe they're blaming each other. And they're going to learn to realize that prosperity depends more on wanting what you have than on having what you want. They will learn what that means. So in the outgoing energy, we've got this divine union is going to be a very wealthy and financially secure union. It's going to be a wealthy, successful family who will contribute to the community in a very good way. It is their destiny. Um, they their relationships will be with people who are serving the higher good of all involved, themselves, each other. Uh, and they're going to be making some eternal memories. They've got the best things in life are the people you've loved and the places you've seen and the memories you've made along the way. And so the future's looking bright for this divine couple. And the future's looking bleak for this devilish energy and those who contracted themselves to it uh, in the next cycle. So I'm very happy for this community, this family, this group of friends who have detached themselves from this energy and this drama and this chaos. And they're moving forward into their new cycle, and everybody can see it. It's right out there. Everybody can see it. They gained their freedom. And everything that was done to them is about to be reciprocated onto this couple and onto everyone that they have created soul ties with in this endeavor to take down this divine union. So be happy. Do some self-care and just, maybe sit in prayer and thank your lucky stars, because divine union is about to become a reality. Take care, everyone.